lot of men already are losing so much interest in dating. A lot of men won't even date anymore, period.
I would love if we could be honest and rebrand singles events as the truth.
We just left the event.
So bad.
I think we were just saying that we think that we've actually hit rock bottom.
Okay, so I recently went to a singles event and it was 90% women.
So I went to a singles event last night in downtown Phoenix, but it was not what I thought it was gonna be.
I have gone to a lot of dating events, speed dating events, all the things. And for the most part, it will be 80% women and 20% men.
Fellas, welcome back to the channel. Why are so many men avoiding singles events in 2025? From speed dating nights to matchmaking mixers, the turnout is shockingly low, and the reasons might surprise you. In this video, we break down what's really keeping men away, from modern dating expectations to how these events are often stacked against them. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let's dive right in.
Okay, so I recently went to a singles event and it was 90% women. And I was wondering, like, where's all the dudes? I don't know, but they're not there. And that's cool, not like I care.
It's actually not that surprising guys aren't showing up at singles events. From a man's point of view, these spaces can feel awkward or even stacked against them. There's pressure to perform, fear of rejection, and let's be honest, dating apps feel safer and more convenient. Plus, modern dating often makes men feel like showing interest can be seen as creepy or desperate. So instead of risking embarrassment in person, many guys just skip it altogether. It's not that they're not looking, they're just not looking there.
Okay, so we just left the event.
So bad.
I think we were just saying that we think that we've actually hit rock bottom.
No, it was actually...
We think we've actually hit rock bottom, and I think we were either punked, catfished,
like
or
it felt like a sick joke. I was like, literally thinking to myself, like, why am I, like, how did I get here?
How did I get here?
You can really hear the mix of disappointment and self-reflection here. It's like they showed up expecting connection or at least a decent time, but ended up feeling completely let down, almost embarrassed to even be there. That "how did I get here" moment is powerful. It shows how dating culture today can push people to places and events that don't actually feel authentic, leaving them questioning their own choices rather than the broken system they're navigating.
A lot of men already are losing so much interest in dating. A lot of men won't even date anymore, period. And if we keep treating men the way that we currently do, this is gonna be just a normal thing. All the men who still have hope and are still dating are just gonna stop. We need to come to a middle ground so everybody can be happy in relationships and no one feels used or taken advantage of.
She makes a solid point here. A lot of men are quietly stepping back from dating because it feels like the risks outweigh the rewards. Constant criticism, fear of being labeled toxic just for showing interest, or feeling financially and emotionally exploited, it all adds up. And if nothing changes, it's only going to get worse. Relationships can't thrive if one side feels disposable. Real connection needs respect and balance, not blame games or power struggles.
So I went to a singles event, and when I got there, it was literally 90% women. And I was like, I'm gonna go now.
Her reaction is funny but also telling. It shows how lopsided modern singles events have become. From a guy's perspective, this should sound like a dream, but men often avoid these spaces because they feel awkward, pressured, or judged. And ironically, women show up hoping to meet guys who just aren't coming. It really highlights how out of sync dating culture is right now, even when everyone wants to connect.
So I went to a singles event last night in downtown Phoenix. I had seen their events on TikTok and it looked super fun, but it was not what I thought it was gonna be. Like, I swear on the TikTok that I saw was that they had you fill out a questionnaire and at some point in the night they like grouped people into groups so that you could mingle and get to know people out of your comfort zone, whatever. That's not what happened last night. It was at Pemberton, but the bar was still open to the public, so the event was just sectioned off in half the bar. But once you got into the event area, it was just like you were at a bar. There was nothing that made it special to a singles event to help you try to get to know people, besides everyone in the bar was single. But then to enjoy like Pemberton, you had to go out of the event area to get drinks. So like I paid for a ticket for like a private area of the bar, but it kind of defeated the purpose. I still had a fun night with my girls. I would highly not recommend going by yourself. There was like hundreds of people at this thing. There's no way I could have gone alone.
You can really hear her frustration here. She expected an organized, intentional singles event and ended up at what was basically just a crowded bar with a velvet rope. It highlights a big problem. Lots of these singles events sell the idea of curated connection, but don't actually create spaces that help people meet naturally. And it makes sense why she wouldn't recommend going alone. Without structure, it just becomes intimidating, overwhelming, and honestly, kind of pointless.
I would love if we could be honest and rebrand singles events as the truth, which is a perfect place to meet your brand new platonic best friend. Men don't go to these. Men do not go to singles events. Stop paying money to go to singles events. Men don't go. Stop it.
She's hilariously blunt, but she's not wrong. A lot of these singles events really do end up being women meeting other women and leaving with new friends, not dates. From a man's point of view, these events often feel like a setup, expensive, awkward, and stacked with social pressure. So they just don't bother. Until organizers actually make these spaces welcoming and balanced, it'll stay girls' night out disguised as dating.
So I have to cancel the singles event that I planned to be on my farm this weekend. Y'all know I'm an event planner and I have a fish farm, and I advertised a Fishing for Love event where singles could come here and fish and have dinner and meet each other in person, not on a dating app. And 5 women RSVP'd yes, and 1 man. And even the 1 man that did RSVP did it through one of the ladies. Now, I did all of my marketing specifically towards men because I knew that the women would RSVP. I promoted the event on 45 different Facebook groups specifically about hunting, fishing, camping, country life, and all local to my area. I know that my post reached over 12,000 people specific to the age group, the gender, and the interests that I just described. And yet, no man RSVP'd.
Her frustration makes total sense. She did everything right, picked a male-friendly activity, marketed directly to men, even created a laid-back, natural setting. And still, barely a single guy showed. From a men's perspective, singles events can feel forced, awkward, or like a trap where expectations run high and rejection stings harder. Many guys say they want real connections but avoid spaces designed specifically for dating. It's a paradox. Men crave love and company but shy away from the spotlight that singles events shine on them.
Guys have made it in and they got to just pick wherever they wanted to sit and who they wanted to start dating, and I'm alone. So many girls. Well, I know we're all like... So the guys paid to be here. That's what's weird, and there's a lot more girls than guys, so that's weird. And it's not a situation of like where you date everyone and you just say yes or no or something, and then at the end, if you both said yes to each other, you hang out later. You ask to match right away, and you like give the person like your QR code, and then you just like basically ask to match with them. Like the girl, they were saying like, ladies, you should initiate. Like, guys love when you initiate. I'm sorry, what? And once you match with someone, you go next door and there's like an open bar and you all hang out. So they're like, we're really encouraging you to match. And I'm like, well, I'll match for an open bar, but I'm not gonna match. Like, I don't know, it just like doesn't really make any fucking sense. But there's so many girls here, everyone's so pretty, but the vibes are a little weird.
Her confusion is totally fair. The whole setup sounds backward. Tons of women show up, the guys get to pick, and somehow the women are told to do the chasing? From a guy's perspective, that might sound great, but it also highlights how these events feel engineered to boost men's egos rather than create balanced connections. And when the numbers are so skewed, it becomes less about meeting someone genuine and more about who gets chosen, turning what should feel fun and mutual into something transactional and awkward.
Ain't no desirable man going to no speed dating event. I don't know who need to hear that, but before y'all keep wasting y'all money and time going to these speed dating events, don't do it if you expecting men that you would actually want to be there, because they're not. If there are any men there at all, they're definitely not going to be the type of man that you would want. They're going to be undesirable, but they won't be actual top tier attractive men with things going for themselves. You know why? Because if a man is actually desirable, why would he need to come to a speed dating event? He wouldn't. Desirable men get women constantly, whether it's walking out the house, going to the store, going to the gym, going to school. They don't have a problem in the woman department. See, y'all having a problem in the men department, which is why you're at a speed dating event. But these men are not having an issue with women when they're desirable. They don't have a problem getting girls.
She's brutally honest, but she's got a point. Most truly desirable men, the ones who already get plenty of attention, don't feel the need to show up at speed dating events. From a guy's perspective, why would they? They already meet women naturally, at work, the gym, or through friends. So these events often end up packed with women hoping for quality men who simply aren't there. It sounds harsh, but it's a reality check about how the dating market really works.
Men don't like dating events, and I have a theory. If you're a man and you don't enjoy dating events, I want you to tell me in the comments if I am right or what is your reasoning. So I have gone to a lot of dating events, speed dating events, all the things, and for the most part, it will be 80% women and 20% men, even though there are so many men in the world. And I don't think that all men are bad or all men are douchebags. That's not my theory. I think that men don't know what they're going to experience when they get there. But I also think that they have gone to some of these events and they don't like what they have experienced. I think that men feel like maybe it's like a meat market, that how women are going to be, or how I don't think I would say afraid. I think that men are just like, this is going to be too intense, going to be way over the top, and I don't want to experience that, because whether I'm going to church events or I'm going to dating events in general, men don't show up. So men, I want you to tell me, why don't you guys like dating events?
She's actually pretty fair-minded here, and she's onto something. From a man's perspective, dating events can feel forced and uncomfortable, like being put on display, judged, or pressured to perform. It's not that men hate meeting women, it's that the setup feels unnatural and high stakes. And if a guy's tried it once and left feeling awkward, rejected, or outnumbered by women who all seem to be evaluating him, he probably won't come back. It's less about fear, and more about vibe and comfort.